Okay, so the main question that we want to ask you is if there's one initiative or one project that you want to bring to Copenhagen, what would that be for delegates to discuss?
Well, I think from here in Los Angeles, I'd like to see an agreement between Canada, the United States, and Mexico, because I think that would indicate the ability to get a consensus between two obviously developing countries and one country that's still working on it with Mexico, or the developing country being Mexico and the two countries being Canada and the United States that are really far advanced. I think that would be a good model for the world, because people are saying from China and India you shouldn't have the same target, or you shouldn't have any target. And obviously we have to have an agreement with all countries, and I think if the three North American countries can provide through the subnational governments a consensus of an achievable target. I'd rather have something we can do and achieve rather than some phony target that, a target for 2050 when all of us as elected people won't be in office and you will. So that's, I think it's important to have really achievable targets and accountable targets.
And also, just one more quick question. In Canada, obviously, it's more north than the United States. So, are you guys feeling the effects of climate change more?
Well, most people would think there was no climate change this winter, but the impact on us will be on forests and lakes. And so, when you go to California and say we're worried about climate change, people in Canada in January and February say, "What, are you crazy?" But it's the shorelines. The water will go up and erode the shorelines and the shores of many countries, including the shorelines of California. Unfortunately, there will be more evaporation with higher temperatures, and lakes will be reduced and degraded, and that will affect the forests, which are also going to be degraded. In Manitoba, we have polar bears, and this is an interesting story because it's the best place in the world to watch our polar bears. But we conserve polar bears. They used to shoot them 20 years ago because they go right through a place called Churchill, Manitoba, on their way back up north in the fall. Years ago, we would just conserve them, helicopter them. We have them in holding area, and then when the ice forms so they can eat, we helicopter them back up north. Now we have to have the compound, we call it a polar bear jail. We've actually had to put air conditioning in, so it's so warm in the summer. We're putting air conditioning in for polar bears.
What a prime example.
Yeah, so there's a good example for you on the ground. So some winters are colder than others, but overall the trend is, we're going to feel the impact of climate change, and we're feeling it now.
It's an incredible story. Do you guys have any specific questions?
So if you could choose one message to give out to youth, to the next generation, what would it be?
Keep your parents' toes to the fire. Do not let up. It's really important. I've talked to people that own businesses and they're saying, "Well, this and that." I said, "What are your kids saying?" So you're not only have to make a difference for your own generation, you've got to make sure our generation passes the torch in a little better shape than it is right now.
It's a great quote.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. And thank you very much for
Thank you.
being
Well, have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Okay.